So did anybody have any of your favorites that kind of sunk in a little bit or really, yeah, Christopher? We're going to get the camera on you, so. I know it's hard to remember every word of it, but some of them maybe kind of touched your heart a little bit.
You can remember this one with then. There's times I've failed spectacularly, and that voice will come to me. You know, it relates to the humble quote that I've been down so long it looks like up from here.
Yeah. That was the one about the humble realize the only way to go is up.
Is up, yeah.
Let's see, the humble have realized that the only way to go is up. Yeah. Would that other people who aren't so humble would realize that too, but they'd have to humble themselves first to go up. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else have any favorites? Nancy? I thought you were ready to speak, so.
Well, I kind of like the special cafeteria one, actually.
Yeah, I thought that was great. Yeah.
But then I think it was superseded by the very last one with the victory spirals and ascension coils.
I release victory
spirals and
unto the
ascension
willing,
coils, so then I'll take
and
that one as
ascension
my top.
coils unto the intrepid. What's that?
I'll take that one as my top.
Okay, good. Thank you. Especially now that we're in Sagittarius, right? Victory. God victory is on the 11 o'clock. Yeah, okay. Anybody else? Go ahead. I don't know. Dean. Master Dean.
I was furiously trying to write these down as best I could, but now I can't find the one I like the best. It's lost in the scribbles. But it was the one he said, though results matter, heaven observes the love that went into the process, or something like that.
Yeah, let's see. I'll find it here. Although results matter, heaven observes the love shared on your path to secure them. Number 13, yeah. Yeah, I love that one too. I love the one, to be honest is to be natural, and to be natural is to live in childlike wonder, love, and joy. I think my wife, Mona, is one of the most natural people I've ever met. I mean, you know, our offices are right next to each other, and she'll be conversing with somebody, and then there's just this sweet little laughter after about every third sentence. And so she's just natural, you know, no makeup, although that's not the only thing of being natural. But most of the women in the Heart Center don't wear a lot of makeup because, you know what, you're beautiful just the way you are. You don't require a lot of outer blush and eyeliner and all the other things to make you beautiful. You're already that. And I love to live is to laugh, even as to be is to love. And I love the end of, to reach the edge of infinity, meditate on light, radiate love, and jump for joy. You know, I saw myself jumping to the edges of the cosmos and springing way out there. I love the one, savor every moment with God, for she will extend these sacred seconds unto eternity. I just thought that was very profound. And I think El Morya is very direct in his approach many times. He says, I seek out the constant, coach the consecrated, and burnish the courageous. I heard Boyd kind of go, have a little, what do you call that when you respond to something and you kind of have a little sound? What do you call that?
Resonance.
Yeah, but I mean,
Eureka.
Eureka, yeah. Well, it wasn't a grunt. It's like in these African American churches, you know, when amen or they reflect what the minister is saying and yeah, Jesus, yeah, or something like that. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Kathleen says her favorite was, "Heaven has life in abundance, not death and taxes." Awesome.
Yeah, heaven.
Has life in abundance, not death and taxes.
I wonder if those are the exact words. Let me be.
It's pretty close. That's what I kind of remember. But yeah.
Let's see. In heaven, the only sure things are
Oh.
life and abundance.
Yeah.
Because we've heard the only sure thing is death and taxes, right? The only sure thing is death and taxes. So Maury wanted to diffuse that negativity. In heaven, the only sure things are life and abundance, not death and taxes. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks, Kathleen.
And then Roberts says, learn is to yearn for wisdom and to burn with truth.
Yeah, to learn is to yearn for wisdom
Yeah,
and burn for truth.
And to burn with truth.
Burn for truth.
Burn for truth, okay.
Burn for truth.
Burn for, yeah, Kathleen corrected it later. And then Richard Lorenz offered, retread your wheel with zeal. And he thought of his chakra wheels
Yeah.
during that. And Anita Hulbert says, number 37, regard and love everyone as a reflection of your better self, and your image will always be bright. Awesome.
Yeah, because if we allow ourselves to see everyone as divine, then just by doing that, we become brighter.
Yeah.
We become brighter. Okay, Terry. Camera on Terry.
Hello.
Okay.
I like the one about the rose blooming seeds of love. I pictured the seeds coming out pink, full of love.
I think it was flower, but that's okay. It can be a rose in your case. Let's see.
Seeds of
Trying to find it. It was near the end, I think. Oh, the flower of God's love still produces the seed of God's will. Is that the one? No. Is that the one you're talking about?
I think so.
I visualize seeds of love.
Oh, seeds of love.
Flower.
Yeah.
So that's
The flower of God's love still produces the seed of God's will. So in other words, we love flowers, yet in the seed, there's the blueprint of the next flower. So it's love still producing the blue plume through the seed. This is pretty cool. Yeah. And for psychologists, better to secure the divine id than injure the human ego. I mean, we feel bad sometimes when we denigrate people, or we realize after we've done it, oh my gosh, I really hurt that person. I didn't mean to hurt them, but so what does it mean to secure the divine id, our divine identity? It's to manifest our divine identity, securing it through work and humility and inner spiritual and psychological work. And when we reach that state of divine id, I don't think, even if the human ego is injured, it's not a problem because, we've secured ourselves in that divine identity. And then if a guru comes along, like in today's Melchizedek replay, talking about injuring the human ego, you won't be attached to it to the point where you really feel, you feel devalued. I'm debating whether to spell unabatedly UNABATEDLY or UNABAIT. But that would be, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So why does El Morya come and deliver these? Because he's still a Zen master, and these seeds of light that are bestowed unto us are food for thought, and we can carry them in our consciousness through our week, and maybe something will arise as we reflect on them to bring us greater God consciousness and solar awareness. I think he's impelling us higher, and I do see a book coming out that actually will be about divine humor, because when we have our council meetings and some of our staff meetings, we like to have humor at the beginning, and even the huddles on Mondays and Thursdays. And Richard Lorenz is always there ready to share some humor, right? So he has to go somewhere on the internet to find these, because I don't think he makes all of them up. Right, Richard? So imagine a book, a retreaded book, Now Zen and Always, with all of these beautiful little insightful zingers that El Morya has produced, yet maybe we have a new title instead of Now Zen and Always, which is a great title, but I don't think it really says what it is completely. And maybe the title of the book is Spiritual Humor and Proverbial Wisdom, or something like that. Spiritual humor and proverbial wisdom. And then El Morya's Zen Zingers for today. How about that, Claire? Does that sound good? So I see this book very easily being done because it's all been released. It's all been edited, pretty much, other than these new ones. And I don't think they require much editing. So maybe we'll get it done next year, in addition to other books that we desire to publish. Okay, any thoughts before we move on for the last half hour? Okay, go ahead,
Just
please.
be real quick here. Geraldine says her favorite is to be honest is to be natural, and to be natural is to live in childlike wonder. I think that was my favorite too.
Yeah.
And Lisa says to ascend unabated, pursue the big fish, hook, line, and sinker. I think that one was
Yeah.
phrased
To
a little
ascend,
bit.
unabatedly pursue the big fish.
Unabatedly, yeah.
The big fish, hook, line, and sinker.
And then on YouTube, Lennis Martinez says, my favorite was legions of angels equally answer fiery fiats of heroes and humble prayers of children.
Yeah. I love that one too, yeah. They're all good. He started out with joy. I thought the whole thing was going to be about joy and happiness, and then it got into the more of the Zen ones. So, well, thank you, El Morya. We appreciate you so much. I think it's time for a rosary. So.